Back of the cereal box. This is Lucas, your Nashville homeboy, coming to you now from Grand Rapids, Michigan, home of the Grand Rapids Comic-Con, wishing the Back of the Cereal Box crew a happy 2-year birthday. That's right, not 1, but 2 years in the nerd biz. And I'm coming to you live in the Nerd Loft to wish you a happy birthday. It's so fun to be a friend of the show. It's so fun to see you guys hit 2 years, and I can't wait to see what you do with the rest. Rock on, keep it coming, guys. Congratulations on this anniversary.
Well, hello there. Thank you, Lucas Leverett, for that happy birthday celebration. This is Back of the Cereal Box. I am your host, the prophet of pop culture, John Pyka. You can call me Johnny. And this podcast is a podcast that celebrates the fun of the Saturday mornings of our youth while surviving adulthood today. So you have found yourself in the right place. And this morning, yes, we are celebrating our 100th episode, our 2nd year anniversary. We're going to be doing it with cereal taste testing, Will It cereal, brand new cereals, new loot, and a look back on what was happening in 2020, 2 years ago when we launched this show. And we are going to do that right after this amazing intro theme song from the Murdering Crows.
It's like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean, Elvis Presley, and he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original.
Hey there, friends and foes. Good morning, multiverse. This is Back of the Cereal Box. I am your host, the prophet of pop culture, John Pyka. You could call me Johnny. And we are a pop culture podcast that celebrates the fun of the Saturday mornings of our youth while surviving adulthood today. And I am of a generation where Saturday mornings meant cartoons, comic books, kaiju, kung fu movies, pro wrestling. Sometimes a rainy Saturday meant board games inside. And we didn't have smartphones or tablets at the breakfast table on Saturday morning, or any morning for that matter. So in between cartoons, comic books, kaiju, and kung fu movies, we were reading the Back of the Cereal Box. That was our newspaper. That was our world. And that's what this show is about. All of the cool stuff, the fun and games, the cartoons, the comics, everything from the Back of the Cereal Box. And I love pop culture. Avengers comics, Star Wars movies, Saturday morning cartoons made me who I am today. And we're going to ask every one of our guests this morning what their favorite part of Saturday morning was. And we're going to start that with our regular co-hosts, Willow and Sarah, from the white north of the frozen tundra of Winnipeg, Canada. It is the Peppermint Princess, the social media socialite, your emotional support Canadian, Miss Willow Skylor. Uh-oh, you're on mute, Willow.
Can't get any more Canadian than a mug that came from Churchill.
From Churchill? What's Churchill?
Churchill, Manitoba.
I don't get the joke.
Way up north.
Oh, it is the frozen north. See, Willow, you got to help us for us Canadian challenge folks.
I'm sorry. There, we had a tour group going up to Churchill for all of November, staying at the hotel that I was working at, and they gave everyone mugs. So this goes for the new loot. So yes,
So
I'm very proud of that mug.
So you got a going away consolation gift from
Pretty
the
much,
hotel.
yeah.
See, so it wasn't a complete waste.
Yeah, $200, a Tim's card, and a mug. So I'm happy.
Woohoo!
That's the best going away present I've ever got from a job.
And Willow, what is your favorite part of Saturday morning growing up?
Cartoons, definitely cartoons.
Any particular favorite one?
X-Men, you know, all the old Looney Tunes and Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Love it, love it, love it. Let's meet our other regular co-host, coming to you from her beach house in a non-disclosed location. Everyone's favorite author and podcast host of Coffee with Words or Words with Coffee. Which is it, Sarah? I don't know. This is Sarah Jenkins. I got it backwards, didn't I? That happens all the time to you, doesn't it?
Coffee and Words.
Okay, Coffee and Words.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. How are you this morning?
I'm awake and I'm here.
Well, happy birthday. We do need to acknowledge something. Now, Sarah, what's in your bowl this morning? Anything?
Oh, yes. Well,
granola?
I actually am going to do a really, really special Will It cereal moment because your Will It cereal moment was supposed to be next week. So I'm unprepared for that one, but I brought something really special. So
That's okay. I love it. I love it. And what is your favorite part of Saturday morning growing up?
Sleeping in, and still is today.
And we move right along to our first guest, returning from the East Coast. And in his honor, I have Honey Nut Cheerios in my bowl. It is Ryan Permison. How are you, Ryan?
I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
I'm doing well. So you got your Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yeah, I sure do. They're right here. Yeah, in living color, ladies and gentlemen. This is real. This isn't fake.
See, he's not been lying. He does eat Honey Nut Cheerios
Every
on
morning.
Saturday morning.
Every morning. Yeah.
And Ryan, I'm trying Honey Nut Cheerios for the first time in years.
Wow.
So let's both take a big bite.
Unprecedented. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, here we go. Yeah. It's
still tastes as good as it was.
Yeah. So, Ryan, what is you're the host of Nerd Culture. You are also the host of and I quote,
yes,
another great podcast, and co-host of Comic Books The New Class on the Cereal Box Network.
Yes.
So you've been a part of this big 2-year anniversary, as has Willow and Sarah. What is your favorite part of Saturday morning growing up?
Oh, well, for me, it would be watching my favorite Saturday morning cartoons, which in this case, if you grew up in the greatest decade of them all in those 1990s, bless your heart, Fox Kids. That would be the X-Men, Spider-Man, Power Rangers, those sort of things. Those are the things I enjoyed about Saturday mornings, watching all those shows. Yeah, being just fully, my attention was fully into the theme songs of those iconic shows and some action sequences that took place. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. This was some good times. And by the way, congratulations. 100 episodes, 2 years on this thing called the Interwebs, God's Green Earth. It's fantastic. Congrats to everybody involved. And it's going to be a part of the Cereal Box family with Comic Books The New Class with Crayley Van Nest, who's one half of Phoenix Sisters Cosplay. And that's a great show. We have a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You should tune in one of these days.
And she might be popping in. We're expecting Kelly Gettner of Phoenix Sisters Cosplay to pop in.
There you go.
And for those of you watching, some of the folks who are popping in may have to pop back out because this could be an extra long episode. We don't know. So people are going to stay as long as they can. And we're not going to bemoan them having to get on with their regular lives. But
that's why we brought out the giant bowl.
Gee, Willow, you prepared for these.
And is that the Crunch Berries, Captain Crunch Berries, that you were so excited to find?
You guys have no idea how long I've gone without having this cereal.
And
Okay.
She's so
And what
excited
is-
and she just can't hide it. There you go.
what Willow, what is your reaction to Captain Crunch Berries?
It is delicious. It's definitely one of my favorite cereals. I don't know. It tastes like nostalgia.
Ooh, I love that. I'm going to put Captain Crunch in the top 5 of all time. Unfortunately, Ryan Permison, as much as I like Honey Nut Cheerios, they are not going in the top 5.
It's okay.
Is it my imagination, or do they taste a little bit burnt?
Yeah, I kind of noticed that with mine over here in my studio. So, yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's all right. I'll get over it.
They're toasted.
It's all right. I'll get over it with years
They're
of therapy. It's
toasted.
fine. I'm used to it. I've had these for years now, so I'm used to different types of flavors within the Honey Nut Cheerios. So there you go. By the way, be happy, be healthy. # not a sponsor. I just want to point that out.
That's fantastic. Hey,
You're welcome.
She just popped in. You call the devil's name and she appears.
Did I?
All the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in a non-disclosed geek-centric bunker.
Oh, wow. Oh,
along
my.
with her rabbits.
Oh, geez.
Is the one, the only host of Cosplay Cafe and co-host of Back Issue Breakfast Club. One half of Phoenix Sisters Cosplay, Kelly Gettner.
Woo!
Good morning, Kelly, and happy anniversary.
Good morning. Thank you. Happy anniversary. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
yeah,
we
we can
hear
hear
you
and
great.
see you clear as day.
Okay, good. Yeah, I have a few different things plugged in, so wanted to make sure.
That's all right. So, for those of you who don't know, Kelly has been here since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
She was on one of the early shows as a guest, and she was so fantastic. I fell head over heels in love with her.
Aww.
And immediately knew that she would be a valuable asset to the Cereal Box Network, which was just then kind of an idea. And she and I created Back Issue Breakfast Club, and she did, Kelly, you did over 50 episodes of that before launching Cosplay Cafe.
Yes.
And you've done, I think, 15 episodes of Cosplay Cafe.
Yeah, we celebrated our 1-year anniversary.
Yes.
In September, and I'm really excited about that. Once we hit 30 episodes, we're gonna try to make a cosplay challenge happen where we're gonna circle it around the internet, and people can try to do a month where they do our themes every day. So that'll be after our 2-year. But
that is fantastic. So, what is in your bowl this morning?
I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have to pour my milk in there.
That's another
Top
classic.
Top five. And what is your favorite part of Saturday morning growing up?
The cartoons for sure, like the X-Men cartoons, Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're seeing a theme here.
Yeah,
I think we are. Well, the two next guys are a little bit older than Willow, Ryan, or Kelly, and they may have different memories. Very special guest this morning, all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. He is a real deal rocket scientist, and actually, we were having this conversation off air about, who's the more qualified science guy, Bill Nye, Beekman, or Dolph Lundgren? And I think we need to throw Dave Mattingly into the mix. He is a real deal rocket scientist. Good morning, Dave Mattingly.
Hey there. Happy anniversary. Glad to be here.
We are glad you are here. Not only is Dave a true real deal rocket scientist, he is also one of our Super Friend supporters, along with Sharice Collins, Cindy Kep, Brian Huff, Dave Manginelli, Dave Mattingly, right there, Crystal Raven Jones, and Eli Cash. And you too can be a supporter at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. And Dave, what is your favorite part of Saturday morning growing up?
Well, it sounds like I bought my way on here as a guest here or something.
No, you did not.
Yeah. It was the cartoons, generally. and any kind of superhero cartoon. The DC, the Marvel, the weird one-offs. I loved them all.
And what was what did you have a particular favorite?
I would always watch the Spider-Man, no matter what rendition we're talking about. Back to the '67 with the best ever theme song.
Wow.
To the Amazing Friends and the '90s Spider-Man, all of them. I love them all. They're fantastic.
That is awesome. I love it. We have one more guest. This is a crowded rec room this morning.
I'll say.
But hey, it's a big anniversary celebration.
It's
so
a
the whole
party.
gang is here. The newest member of the Cereal Box Network with Fanatic Forum is the one, the only Clobbering Comics guy himself, George Bueller. Good morning, George.
Good morning. Everybody's talking about the new kid in town. Yes. How y'all doing?
Doing great. You got anything in your bowl this morning?
I'm going a little different this morning because I do cereal from time to time, but I'm also a big fan of the Thomas brand raisin cinnamon toast here. So, yeah.
Yum.
Rock and roll toast this morning here.
And we got a lot of undisclosed sponsors this morning. Isn't that lovely?
This is my face when someone talks about raisins baked in something.
Hey,
Not
I
happy
love
camper,
raisins.
are we, Johnny?
Good Lord.
Raisins are fool's chocolate.
From nature's candy. Nature.
Well, everybody's a critic, Johnny. Everybody's a critic.
I'm allowed to be a critic. This is my show. Anyway, so
yeah, it's your world. We're just all living in it.
I'm pulling rank here. But you mentioned that, George. And I do have to give this warning. Everyone needs to stop. Look close.
Oh my God.
Do not be fooled, because raisins can be anywhere. Vigilance is your only protection against the dreaded fool's chocolate.
Those are my second favorite cookies.
Wow.
George, what is your favorite part of growing up Saturday morning? Your favorite memory?
Well, for me, definitely it was the cartoons. I'm rocking my Dungeons and Dragons shirt today here.
Yeah.
I loved all the superhero stuff, but I loved all the fantasy cartoons. D&D, Thundar the Barbarian. A lot of it, anything was based off the toys. The He-Man, G.I. Joe. Didn't watch Transformers as much because basically those were deemed too expensive. So I had a boatload of GoBots instead.
So did you? Okay, I gotta ask.
Don't let Drax hear you say that.
How many of you have seen the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special?
Oh
Negative.
my God, it was
Negative,
brilliant.
Not yet.
So all I got.
Not a
we
Guardians
will not
fan.
spoil it. We will not spoil it. But there is a GoBots cameo.
Nice.
That
Good for
is
them. They'll get you some extra money.
Hysterical.
Nice work, sponsorships.
Yeah, it was inspired. It really was.
Yep. It really was. So, before we go around, I tasked everyone to create their own moment to share with the show. A new loot moment, a cereal taste test moment, a will it cereal moment. And everyone's going to share that one at a time. But before we do that, we've got to acknowledge some comments in the chat, because
Even though most of them were made by Johnny.
Well, no, they were not. But we've got 7 people on stage, and you guys watching in the audience or listening get to be the 8th co-host. And so Keisha Acuff says, hello, beautiful people. Hello,
Keisha.
We love you, Keisha.
She is the co-host of Cryptid Crunch here on the Cereal Box Network, along with Willow Skylor. And she is currently kind of, I guess, percolating a cryptid herself.
She's growing a creature.
Fun little joy coming.
For those of you who didn't get the joke, she is with child.
And we congratulate her on that.
Yes.
That's a wonderful thing.
So
Could you
instead of a
say-
gender reveal, do we get to have like a cryptid reveal?
Yes.
Yes.
We can
Yes,
do that
we
on
do.
Cryptid Crunch next week. Yeah. Or
Yes,
next
we
month,
do.
whenever it is.
Jody McPhee is watching. He says happy anniversary. Thank you,
Hello, Jody McPhee. You're the comic book master. Good to see you, brother.
Love it, love it. And Facebook user says hi, Johnny and Willow.
Whoever that is.
Hi, Facebook user.
Whoever that
Love
is.
you,
Grant
Facebook
you your
user.
permission to use your name.
Greetings, program.
Andrew
I understood
Milden
that
says
reference, George.
good morning. Good morning, Andrew. Andrew is going to be joining us again in a couple of weeks. We're going to do our 2022 movie tournament in one episode. One episode.
That's
And
gonna
then-
be a supersized episode, I think.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
could
a-
be. It could be.
Yeah, 2-hour episode with all of us there.
Maybe. We'll see. But you folks in the audience, you'll get to vote on the brackets as
Every
we're
vote
doing
counts.
it live. Yes, so it'll be fun. And,
Also, by the way, Ryan, I like your shirt.
What shirt am I wearing? Oh yeah, that's just a cosplay cafe shirt.
Ryan, I love you.
It's back at the Cereal Box Anniversary. It's a supersized show. Supersized me. So I'm wearing the shirt. Why not?
Sarah,
So, Johnny,
wait,
if I may interject about next week's episode, so will you all just be arguing how Everything Everywhere All at Once is the greatest film of last year and why it beats everything?
well, it's not next week; it's in 2 weeks, and I
Okay.
still have not seen that movie.
Oh wow.
Dude.
I know. I'm a bad pop culture maven.
There's a trillion movies that came out this year that I haven't seen, so you're not alone, Johnny.
That's
But
hard.
that's the last year.
But I
Or the
am a
last year or the
movie
year
guy.
before. I don't know.
I-
Every year it just seems the same.
Well, but see, I am a movie guy. That is my thing, and I want to see that and 1,000 Years of Longing.
Oh yeah.
Before that episode. So I've got my work cut out for
Well,
me.
I think my husband would agree with me by saying I think there isn't a movie that will top Top Gun Maverick for us.
I haven't seen that one either, Willow. I haven't seen that either.
It's very good. It's very
I haven't
good.
seen
I'm
that
pretty
one.
sad and pathetic, George. I'm so behind.
It was good, and it was the top grossing movie of 2022.
It made all the money.
It was good. I liked it.
It's
Nice.
the new ET.
It's on my list. Trust me, it is.
It was better than the original.
Wow, that's
You
very
don't think so,
okay.
Sarah?
I hated that movie. I thought it was terrible.
Did you
Wow.
really?
Fair.
Yeah.
Wow, I got
I
some
was,
haters
I
in the
was
house.
grossly disappointed.
Well, okay.
Oh.
So here's the first opening scene. I think was misplaced. Just with the random montage of the planes flying in and landing, it didn't serve the story. It was just like, wait, what is anyway? We'll talk about it in 2 weeks. And Facebook user also says, hi, Ryan. Hi, Sarah.
I still don't know
and-
who that is. Thanks for saying hi to us.
And-
Whoever
and-
you are.
Just kind of breaks down sometimes and doesn't want to tell us. So
Yeah.
these people are maybe in the CIA.
Maybe
It
it's
could
money.
be. And
Maybe it's
Facebook
Miss
is protecting
Moneypenny.
their
Maybe
identity.
it's my good friend Q from Q Branch. Maybe it's M.
Hey, or it could be those folks from the CIA and FBI that are still monitoring my house because of my father's illicit activity as the Secretary of Business Affairs
I
for
don't
Jimmy
know.
Hoffa's Teamsters.
Oh,
Wait, is that for real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to write a book on that.
Johnny has a lot of ties to American history that we don't know about.
There is a book on the way. There is a book on the way.
There's going to be a tell-all book.
Shut up
So-
and take my money.
Ryan, I got a question. Should the Honey Nut Cheerios smell like dog flatulence after it's been sitting in the bowl for a little bit?
Hold on a second.
I'm just like,
poor Ryan.
I'm looking around going, is the dog in here? Has the dog? And it's the Honey Nut Cheerios.
Don't eat
You
that.
know, what's the deal here, Colonel? I've done my job. I did it again. I'm going to get on a plane and head on back to my base. Anyway.
Andrew Meldon says, open up the box to the Cereal Box Network. Ooh, I love that.
We should put that on a shirt.
I feel like that should be our new slogan.
I think
What
that
did
could
Willow
be.
say earlier? I'm
Drew,
addicted
you're
to nostalgia
smart.
or something. You should put that on a shirt too.
And Dave Mattingly, who is on the panel, He took time to
He's
type
multitasking.
a comment. Yes, that's
Multitasking.
not a bowl. That's a crack pot.
You're right. It probably is. I don't know.
Wait, what's a crack pot, Dave?
Crock
It
pot.
says crock
Crock pots. Crock
Oh, a
pots.
crock pot.
Or
Who's
giant
Cooking
bowl.
terminology, Johnny. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, with age, the eyes get weaker, and
Same here.
yeah. So, who's eating
It's
out
almost
of
a
a crock pot?
lifeboat.
I would
Willow is.
totally eat out of a crock pot.
That's what Willow's doing right now.
I would too.
Oh, really? Kelly would do the same thing?
It's
Okay.
Willow's giant
Heck
bowl.
yeah.
Oh, hey, you guys. Look who just joined us, and I think she's only here for a few minutes, and I did not set this up properly
Uh-oh.
because I did not ask the question with 7 folks. Where in the world is co-host Dee Bartee?
Oh, Carmen Sandiego reference. I like that.
She has been working feverishly doing her photography business, mini sessions during the holiday season.
Mm.
I've got one with her tomorrow with me and my family.
Aw.
But there she is.
Hi,
Dee
It does
Bartee.
exist.
And
you
we're
look
gonna
beautiful, Dee.
we're gonna do your favorite thing. We're gonna put you up front and center. There you are in
Look how pretty
living
she
glory.
looks.
You are super gorgeous. How are you
In
this
her
morning?
studio.
I'm tired. Can you tell? I've got the frizzy hair. I've got the grandma jammies. I've got it's dark, so you can't see how tired I really am.
So, but you're up. You're not. Are you
You're
getting
awake.
ready for photo shoots? When's your first one today?
It's at 10. So
Okay.
I thought I'd jump on for a minute and be like, hey, because I miss you guys.
Good to see you.
Well, we miss you too. And for those of you just watching, Dee was not only here for the first. Well, actually, she came on board as a co-host on the 3rd episode. But I had asked her long before we actually started to be a co-host because we had been co-hosts previously on a couple of other shows going all the way back to 2011 with a show called Tales from the Geek on comicspriceguide.com. # they are not a sponsor, nor are we affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. But
That was clear.
yeah, but after 117 episodes, which have been wiped from the internet by them, by the way, but I'm not bitter. After 117 episodes, Dee Bartee started our own show called Comic Extravaganza, and then it transitioned into the Roll and Go game review show, and we were sponsored by Go Calendars and Games, and that was a lot of fun. And then our marketing manager at Go Calendars and Games left, and nobody understood the deal we had. And so anyway, that's a whole nother story. We're not going to get into it. But when I was putting this show together, I was like, there's only one person on the planet that I absolutely have to have with me. And that was Dee Bartee.
No. I'm the only one that can give it back to you, John.
Well, Ryan's trying. He's failing, but he's trying. But Dee Bartee and Johnny were the power couple of pop culture. And so
Well, it's really hilarious. The way that we bicker, everybody thinks that we're married. It's so funny.
It is. And yes, we are married, but not to each other. But they think we are.
Yes.
Especially when we're live and in person. What makes that so funny is that her husband Brian is always standing just a few feet off to the right or left. And I'm like, no.
Ready to pull her to safety or dodge in front of her to take a bullet for her. Yeah.
That's the truth. I got to tell you. So, quick story about Dee Bartee.
Han Solo to her Leia because Johnny's the Lando in this equation.
That is absolutely right. That is
I can see it.
Yeah,
that
he's
is
just pulling her away from him. He
absolutely
says,
the
"You
truth.
old smoothie."
That there's no lie in that.
You know what, though, John? Like, he has so much respect for you because of the way that you actually love me. Like, you actually love me. Not like a creepy way, but like, you are such a good friend and you love me and take care of me. And he totally respects that. So do my kids. It's really funny. They're like, he's so good to you, Mom. I'm like, I know. He's precious. What's your story?
What's that?
What's your story?
So, Dee Bartee, after we had started this show, the first live event that we were able to be at was Superman Celebration. And this was right after I accepted the challenge from our viewers to cosplay as Harley Quinn. So here I am in the Harley Quinn costume with the fishnets and the booty shorts. And Brian, her husband, had no idea. And he walked through the door. He saw me and he immediately turned around and left. He did not know how to handle that. But it was after
an appropriate response.
Well, but after that was when he was like, "Yeah, I think you're safe with him." I don't know what that means. Yes, I do, but it's not true. Anyway, Dee, I know that you can't stay with us for long. Is there anything you want to show off? Any new loot? Any breakfast cereal taste tests you want to do? Is there something that you want to share? Will it cereal with us?
No.
You have. She did not do any of the homework. It would
Simple
not
and to the
be
point.
an
I wasn't
episode.
planning on being here.
I know.
I
know.
I'm here. You have me. I'm your new loot because I haven't been here like a month.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like that's fitting.
That's clever.
Dee
That's
is the
actually
best
really
loot we could ever have.
Oh.
Boy, really? Okay.
I feel like in some cultures that would be illegal.
Yeah, probably.
Nah.
We won't list those places at this moment.
I have my giant marshmallow man.
You can do that in Argentina.
Just don't cross the streams. That's all.
Yeah.
He's
So-
my favorite loot.
I love him.
Oh,
Does he miss
that's
me?
cute.
Dee?
He does. He
I
talks
knew
about
he
you
missed
all
me.
the time.
Yes. I know.
I rewatched that movie a few months ago. Nice work.
Ray, when someone asks
you if
you're a
you're
god.
God, you say
Yes. So
I
for
knew
those
I
of
knew
you
I
who
should have
don't
imagined
know-
a giant J. Edgar Hoover.
So
jeez.
for those of you who don't know, Dee Bartee found that Marshmallow Man when we were doing Sarah's second live episode with us,
Wow.
and the whole episode became chaos.
Guess
For
good thing I wasn't
15
here.
For 15 minutes, I could not regain control because Dee was like, "Oh my God, it's the Marshmallow Man! I have the Marshmallow Man!"
Well, the thing was, so we were sitting, and he was setting up a table across from us, and
Our
all of a
Ghostbuster
sudden-
friend Jeff Lester.
yeah. And then, so he's putting Ghostbuster stuff out, which I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. So I was just kind of like watching that the whole time and not paying attention to John, of course.
Because why would you?
Why would I? Yeah. And then
That
all of a sudden he pulls him up, like slowly he rises out from behind the table. And I lost it, and then Sarah lost it. And
It was a beautiful moment. It was the best moment of the whole show.
That is funny. Now, Dave Mattingly, you are so clever. You are the smartest guy I know. What is the trouble with a cryptid reveal party?
Well, the photos are always blurry.
I love that. I love
Sounds
that.
about right.
And look, I know this name. William Jenkins says, "Congrats on the anniversary." And Sarah, William wants to know if you're married. Oh my!
Ooh.
That depends on if he's interested.
Matchmaker, make me a match.
Full disclosure, that is actually my husband in disguise.
Oh, geez.
Say Jenkins.
I was gonna say,
That's
what's going on here?
adorable.
And it was funny because last week he was like, "Oh, did you see my comment?" I was like, "No, were you in the chat?" And he was like, "Yeah, William Jenkins." I was like, "That was you." Oh, yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Johnny, I think one of these days we need to do like a honeymooners, like or a newlywed game with all of us married people.
To the moon, Alice.
Well, so we got Dee, me, Kelly, George, you, Sarah, and Dave and Ryan are the only bachelors on the panel.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. All right. I could be the what's his name? Chuck Rory, Bob Eubanks, whoever it was. I met Bob Eubanks a couple months ago.
I
Nice
can
guy.
do too.
You would be better as Jim J. Bullock in the center square of Hollywood Squares.
I can see that.
That would be
Who,
an
me or
awesome
Dave?
trivia
Who are you
game
referring
too.
to?
You,
if we were
Ryan.
to do something
I
The
think
center square. I love Hollywood Squares. I would be honored to play a game of that. Absolutely. I would do it.
Only
in a
if I get to
heartbeat.
be Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh.
Dave, you got to give us your Gilbert Godfrey impression.
Mm.
I'm getting over a cough. I'm not sure if I can do it, but oh my gosh. You got to do something here, Johnny. Give me an answer.
Hey, yeah, it's the strangest thing. I was in New York and all of a sudden I just appeared here and some guy's feeding me crackers.
Your horribleness. Could we just wait for an actual storm?
I love it.
Happy 30th to that movie, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Happy 30th.
To Aladdin.
I can
Happy 30th
show
to
you
Aladdin.
the world.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Yeah.
And the peacocks. I love the feathers.
Oh, they look lovely, June. Fabulous, honey. I love the feathers.
You know, Ryan, I got to take issue with you
Uh-oh.
because you did the 30th year anniversary watch along party of Aladdin.
Last weekend.
And you did not invite Johnny, who I used to sing all of that stuff in our collegiate show choir. I did a performance with magic. It was the first time I ever blended music and magic together.
I would love to see that.
To A Friend Like Me.
Ooh. Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry. I mean, I posted it on social media, but
hairs I'd have had 1,000 tails. Well, mister, you're in luck, cause up your sleeve you got a bread of magic never fails. Yeah.
I would pay to see
I
that.
posted it on
Johnny,
social
if
media.
I
You
was
could've
down
reached
in
out to
Nashville
me,
right
John.
now, I would totally be your partner on stage. I think that would be awesome.
Johnny, I'm sorry you missed it, but there's always the replay.
There is, and I watched
There's always
it.
the replay.
And here I am screaming at the screen because I couldn't be on.
Oh.
Anyway.
Hey, if you want to throw your own 30th anniversary party for it, I'll be on there with you. It's fine.
Dave, because you are recovering from a cough,
I'm just saying.
he's on the show and he's posting in the. He is like
Which
the
is just
king
so
of
bizarre.
multitasking. This
He
is
does it
what
anyway.
happens
Overachiever.
when
Yeah,
you
really,
have
it's
a
way
real
too weird
deal
for me.
scientist on the show. He
Would you
can
give the guy a break?
accomplish
He's a
great
scientist.
things. He says Dee Bartee is the prize in our cereal box.
That should be on. That should probably be on a T-shirt, right?
I think it will be.
Oh, I like
And
that.
And Dee loved her funny little man toy, just like Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. You guys,
Hashtag spoilers.
yeah, you got to watch it.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
it's amazing.
Keisha says, happy anniversary to all of us weirdos.
We are
I
weirdos.
love working with you all.
That's right. We love working
Aubrey
with you too.
Cavett says, oh, Robin Williams. I
Yeah.
miss him every time.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
brother. R.I.P. for sure.
And while Dave is a bachelor, he probably does have the most marriage experience on the panel. And this is true.
Wow.
Like I said, I'll be the game show host in this scenario. It's fine.
I love that laugh. Dave, you just did the Ralphie laugh from A Christmas Story. And by the way, A Christmas Story Christmas is a lot of fun.
You shoot your eye out, kid. That's right.
Love it. Love it. All right.
Yeah.
So who wants to go first with their segment?
Anybody?
I will.
I can bring up photos on my phone.
Everybody
Everybody new
will go
loot for you,
first,
John.
yes.
You know what, Kelly? Let's talk about your new loot first.
Yes.
Yeah, ladies first.
Because
All right.
this is exciting stuff. For the last 2 years, Back of the Cereal Box, the Cereal Box Network has been a sponsor of
Multiverse fundraiser.
Right.
Fun.
Woo, look at that lineup. Look how ridiculously good looking that lineup is.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
tell us about what is the Ritter Rally and who are some of these fine folks?
Well, actually, let me roll the ad, and then I'll give my spiel.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
The Multiverse Fundraiser is a virtual fandom jamboree and a charity fundraiser all rolled into one package. We're not just raising funds for a good cause, we're raising fun. Our 2023 event will be supporting the John Ritter Foundation for Aortic Health, which exists to spread awareness of aortic health and prevent unnecessary suffering through genetic research, widespread education, and radical advocacy. Our fundraiser combines celebrity panels, fandom-based panels, indie creators, and all of the fun of a virtual con for free. There's a little something for everyone while we support a cause close to our heart. Join us on January 20th through 22nd, along with celebrity guests Amy Yazbek, Jason Bear, Chris Gaucher, Victor Garber, William Catt, Cress Williams, Beth Broderick, Armin Shimmerman, Guy Gilchrist, Carrie Schaefer, Brian Hull, Amy Carrero, Jennifer Cody, and Joyce DeWitt.
That
Awesome.
is
That's a
phenomenal.
stacked lineup is
That's
what
a
we call it.
big
That's
old lineup.
stellar.
It's so exciting. All right. So the spiel. First of all, I started doing virtual conventions in 2020 because all the conventions were shut down. And a few friends were like, well, we should do a convention to replace the Superman, not replace the Superman celebration, but to take the place of the Superman celebration this year. And a few celebrities showed up to that one, and we were all like, hey, this is actually pretty fun and it lifts people's spirits. We should keep doing it. And then my friend Kristen got involved in 2021 and suggested that we also start doing fundraising for charity and find a way to combine it. And so this is our way of basically providing a free convention and raising funds for a good cause. So we rebranded last year as the Multiverse Fundraiser because we wanted to make it clear that we have multiple fandoms involved. We wanted to have our own identity. And then, or not last year, the one that we did at the beginning of this year. We were planning it for all of last year. So this year's charity is the John Ritter Foundation for Aortic Health. And if you don't know what happened to John Ritter, he had an aortic dissection, but he was misdiagnosed as having a heart attack. And that's probably what killed him. And so it's awful. But the really kind of inspiring thing is that his wife, Amy, took that as a personal mission to spread awareness and make sure there was healthcare available. And this charity is her baby. So that's one of the reasons why she's our celebrity guest. She's also been our liaison with the charity. She's really passionate about this cause. It's amazing. It's a really amazing love story, but also she's basically taken her passion and saved lives with it. Like it's incredible. So
Super amazing woman.
yeah, she's amazing.
A lot of legendary roles she's played too. My goodness gracious.
I know. Super talented. So obviously celebrities love John Ritter. So they are turning up to support the John Ritter Foundation. Our lineup is incredible. It's just
it is.
Now, Kelly, we do have to back up just a second.
Yes,
because there are people in our viewing audience and probably on our panel who have no idea who John Ritter was or the amazing contribution he made in shows like Three's Company and 8 Simple Rules to Dating My Daughter. And so Ryan, were you a fan of Three's Company? Come and knock on our door.
Come on, knock on our door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Well, kisses are hers and hers and his. Three's Company too. Oh, Ryan, it is
I know it's on YouTube. I know it is. So I know where to find it.
You've got homework.
Comedy gold.
I've heard good things.
They even referenced it on the Martian movie.
Yeah, but Dave made a great comment and asked, y'all remember John Ritter's superhero movie? And Dave, it is one of my all-time favorite comic book movies. It is maybe in my top 5 best comic book movies ever, and it is Hero at Large. And you've got to see it. You've got to see it.
Yeah. More endless homework for me after this show.
Adding it to my list.
Yeah, Kelly, we all have homework after this.
Yes, we do.
It's not your typical superhero movie either. He's
Right.
dressed in a costume for was it a commercial or a movie that he was filming?
It was a movie.
A movie.
He was playing a costume character promoting the movie, the Captain Avenger movie at movie theaters, and he was one of, I think, 68 in New York City that they had hired. And anyway,
that sounds funny.
If we don't have anybody dressed up as this character for the Multiverse fundraiser, I will definitely do my best to recreate.
Amy may say to us about that. I don't know.
John's face.
He's gonna
it's like morning.
I have a couple months. I have a couple months, guys. So
he's got the Mr. Burns thing going on. You know, he's gonna do it. Don't worry, Kelly. We got it covered. I'm just happy to be moderating these panels. That's what I'm happy about.
I dreamed of being Captain Avenger.
Do it.
After I saw that movie.
Go for it. You got nothing to lose.
When was that, Dave? 1984?
I was thinking like maybe 82, 83, but it was pretty early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bert
before some of our time.
And speaking of Three's Company, Joyce DeWitt is from Three's Company, and it's pretty magical.
More homework.
And another Nashville connection. So you've got actually Guy Gilchrist is one of your guests, and he is a personal friend of both mine and Dee's.
Oh, really?
We go way back with Guy.
Oh,
and
nice.
He lives here in Nashville, but Joyce DeWitt lived here in Nashville for 3 years at least, and was the co-owner of the Nashville Dinner Theater, where I performed the Club Roxy Review.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Man.
So I got to meet Joyce and see her in action, and she came and watched my show and gave me directorial notes that I did not ask for. But
were they helpful?
No. No. she
wow.
Because she didn't get the vision that I was going for, but that's okay. I was very polite. I was like, I love you, Joyce DeWitt. She was my favorite on the show. And so I was a little bit starry-eyed fanboy, but anyway.
You have a restraining order?
Yeah.
Probably.
She does have a restraining order against me, kind of like Dean Cain's restraining order against Dee Bartee. Now, Sarah Jenkins has something very special for us.
Ooh.
She is going to do a Will It cereal spot for us. So,
Sarah, you have changed.
I'm going to move her into the center spot.
Well, I actually have you loot. I was going to do the Will It cereal with you, but mine's just different.
Well, let's do it together then. Okay. So Sarah and I will do. I'm going to do Nutter Butter Bites.
I had those so much when I was a kid.
So we all know Nutter Butter cookies are delicious.
They are.
But
I couldn't find them up here in Canada.
But
at least my grocery store anyway.
We'll send them to you airmail.
Yes, I bought a whole 12-pack of them.
So Johnny will send them to you.
I could send them to you.
Yeah.
So 120 calories per bag.
That's amazing.
And the almond milk. What do you got, Sarah?
Well, in honor of Thanksgiving, I thought I would try chopping up some chocolate pecan pie in a bowl. And
Interesting.
I'm gonna use half and half for the milk.
Wow.
Oh, I
love
love
half and half.
It's a dessert.
I get it.
I love
it. Fancy.
So I have put the Nutter Butter into the bowl with some milk. And do you want to go first, Sarah? Ladies first.
All right. This is going to be gooey and yummy and weird.
At the same time.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
I gotta imagine that would probably be pretty good warm.
Ooh, hang on. Where's my people? People, no. Warm.
Your assistant.
It's very good.
So
We're the
pecan
co-producers.
pie does cereal.
I mean, I don't know if it would qualify as cereal, but it does something amazing. And this is basically like if you melted ice cream
Yes.
and then poured it over the
Listen,
pecan pie.
as soon as we're done with this show, I'm gonna go have some.
Yeah,
That
I'm
sounds
not
like an
upset with
amazing
this
idea
at
for
all.
an oatmeal.
Yeah, pecan pie oatmeal. Yes.
I want it.
I have to go. I'm so sorry.
Okay, we'll see you later, Dee.
Bye, Dee.
Have
Bye,
fun
Dee.
taking
We
pictures
love you.
today.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow
Take it
morning.
easy, D.
I know. I'm excited to see you, John.
Yes, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hmm.
All right, so Nutter Butter Minis.
And then number
Will
7.
it cereal?
Yep. Yes, it will.
Okay.
Unlike the Oreo Minis or the Brownie Brittle that we had last week, this actually stays crisp for quite a while.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Oreo Minis got really soft really quick. They were delicious. And then the Brownie Brittle crumbled almost instantly in milk. It tasted good, but it was just became mush really quick. This is really good. And stays crispy.
It stays crunchy, even in milk.
Yeah. I'm going to give Nutter Butter cereal a solid 4.5 bowls with a spoon out of 5.
That's high praise, Johnny.
All
Sarah,
right.
how would you rank the pecan pie cereal?
Well, I mean, pecan pie is my favorite pie, and I am a pie aficionado. So whatever your highest ranking is, this is definitely got it. I could get used to this. I mean, I might go into a sugar coma, but I could get used to this.
5 pie
Sugar.
crusts.
All right.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of different
5
comas going around.
Yeah, there are. There are.
You ever notice that, Johnny? A lot of different kinds of comas are being discovered nowadays.
No, I don't notice that because I don't
No.
watch the news.
No, neither do I. It's too
Smart
depressing.
man.
Yeah, that's why I read my comic books, Kelly. That's what I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I just bought a whole bunch of them yesterday too.
Ooh.
Well,
Some
Yeah,
yesterday.
you had a good haul.
I know George was salivating over it, and Johnny was salivating even more. Like Homer Simpson on The Simpsons. You know, he was just out of his mind.
Well, Ryan, that's a good segue.
It is, isn't it?
We'll do some new loot. We'll let you show off what you got. Sarah will show off what she got, and anybody else.
I got
Ryan, what'd you get at Black Friday?
Oh, Black Friday. Yeah, we'll go into that. Sorry,
At
I'm
the
going to bring
comic
these
book
pictures.
shop. What's your new loot?
Sure. So I went to 3 different local comic shops yesterday. # support your local comic shops, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are watching live or on the replay, don't forget to like and share this video with all your closest friends. So what I got yesterday, granted, these are pictures, so it may be a little glary. I'll try to blow these up as best I can. I apologize if there's glare, but let me see. Hold on. There it is.
Wait,
3
you didn't-
issues of Kingdom Come from DC, and then the other ones are
Nice.
2 Transformers issues from G1, the original series. So that's from Marvel. Sorry that the glare is terrible.
You
Yeah.
didn't bring them into the studio with you?
No, because I'm
Ryan.
too lazy.
Ryan.
I know. I'm a horrible person, Johnny. You can sue me for damages later. But there's The Last Ronin from TMNT. There's Godzilla vs. Power Rangers, which is a crossover, by the way. And then there's The Phantom from the 1986 run of DC Comics Volume 3 in hardcover. So there you go. There's my new loot. Sorry for the glare, but these pictures are posted on my Facebook and Instagram pages, so make sure you're following me.
What do you got in hardcover?
The Last Ronin and The Phantom from DC Comics run of 1986, Volume 3.
That's a great run, but you know, since you mentioned the hardcover Last Ronin,
The Last Ronin, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. That is what
I
got
did the
yesterday.
homework for. I went and got it for you, Ryan.
Sorry.
So this is the story. This is the story all about how one little turtle got mixed up upside down, whatever.
I haven't read the last 3 issues yet, so
If the turtle gets flipped upside down, that's deadly.
Yeah.
I think.
It's you know, how is a sorority girl and a turtle similar?
yeah.
They're if they're on their back, they're screwed. Anyway,
Oh,
I was gonna say that's a little too much for network television, but okay.
working a little blue there, Johnny.
a little bit, but this is, in my opinion, Ryan, Kevin
Yeah.
Eastman and Peter Laird's finest work.
A lot of people have said that, Johnny.
And
the
it
Ninja
ended,
Turtle and Batman cartoon movie crossover was really, really good.
it really was, but this is even superior to that, Dave.
I haven't read that one, Dave.
It was
an
an
animated
animated movie.
I know it was. I need to watch it too.
Although the Ninja Turtle and the Power Ranger crossover wasn't so good.
Oh, wait, are you kidding? It was fantastic.
Wait a minute, Willow. Whoa.
Are you talking about the comic adaptation?
No, the live action.
Was there a live action one?
No, she's referring to what happened in 1998 AD, specifically for us 90s kids, with the Power Rangers in space and Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation crossover event that happened.
I never saw it. But Last Ronin is the best comic series I read of the last year.
I can't wait to finish reading it.
I got some good news for you guys then, seeing as I've got a little bit of insight, seeing as I work in a comic book store.
Of course you do.
There's more on the way.
Oh,
I think
really?
they're calling it The Lost Years or something like that. But I'm not sure if it's a sequel or if it's kind of filling in more of the blanks. But yeah, there's more Last Ronin on the way.
That's
Dave,
fantastic.
thanks for the heads up. That means more money is going to be taken from me when the hardcover comes out.
Yeah. They just announced that earlier, about midweek. So,
Hey, and can we appreciate? Okay, so this is a hardcover edition of The Last Ronin,
which Johnny and I both have.
They did not gouge the readers. It is $29.99, which is probably about $30 under what a comparable collection would be from Marvel or DC.
Pretty impressive. But
Yeah,
I got mine for 30% off, Johnny. I saved money.
Awesome.
Just pointing that out. Local comic shops did between 30 and 50% off sales where I was yesterday. And that doesn't count for everybody, but that was just where I was.
Well, listen, I got a whole box of loot from Black Friday yesterday.
You have endless amounts of cash sitting in a box.
Yeah, I really do. I really do. So, Sarah, you got some new loot. Share with us.
Well, I couldn't resist this. There's a lot of talk of cryptids this morning on the show. So I have some cryptid loot. And as a horror author, writing horror, and I could not resist when I saw these. So these are baby books that I saw at the bookstore. But we have
oh my gosh,
Mothman Baby. I am
That's
excited about that one.
Mothman Baby.
Nessie Baby.
Love it.
And
so cute.
Hush Now Banshee.
Oh my god.
Those are the cutest
Those
things
are
ever.
adorable.
Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with these right now, but I could not resist. And Mothman Baby, I mean, like, that just needs to be everywhere. Everyone needs Mothman Baby.
I need a Mothman Baby t-shirt, but you know what I love?
Look at that.
Sarah, oh, that's funny.
It's
The Men in Black.
I need these.
I think I know those Men in Black. I think they're outside my house right now.
Sarah, where did you get those?
I got these at my local independent bookstore, Reading Rock Books in Dixon, Tennessee, but I'm sure you can get them anywhere. There's a whole cryptid series of these right here. This is a different publisher, but there's a whole series of these.
So cute.
Hush Now Banshee.
Hush Now
I am
every
so looking
the
for those
artwork
books.
in these. It's just
I love it. But
I feel like Keisha needs these as baby gifts.
Yes.
And every parent who has, little children knows how appropriate that title, Hush Now Banshee, really is.
Yes.
And Dave, you've seen the very hungry Cthulhu pillar?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's
a book that's
adorable.
been out for a little while.
I need it.
I need that right now.
Dave may be privy to this since he's a Louisville resident, but it recently opened up, I think in like mid-October.
Oh,
but there's
yeah.
a new bookstore just opened up in Louisville called Butcher Cabin Books. It's a small independent store,
That's awesome.
and they only carry horror books.
Yep.
Nice.
I want to go.
The outside of the building is painted in blood dripping down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
It's a
that's amazing.
really cute little shop. But yeah, they have some great stuff.
And where is
Okay.
that?
In
It's
Louisville,
Louisville.
Kentucky. So we are due for Back at the Cereal Box to have a return trip to Louisville. The very first road trip we did after I launched the show was in January of 2021. We went to Louisville, visited the destination and the magic shop across the river in New Albany, Kentucky. We are
Indiana.
long overdue. Yeah, Indiana, sorry. Long overdue for a return trip. And Kelly, I think it's straight south from you. So if you come down to Louisville and Sarah, Dee, and I will drive from Nashville to Louisville. It's only 2.5 hours. We'll pick up George on the way and we'll all meet Dave in Louisville, and anyone else who wants to come can come. But I think that's an epic road trip waiting to happen, and we can go visit this new bookstore and all of the other fun places that
Another great place you really need to see if you haven't is Caulfield's. I think it is still the largest family-owned costume shop in the world.
That sounds fun.
It's at least 3 stories.
Yeah, and I've never been in it.
I want to go to
I've
there.
driven by it, but we need to do it. We need to do it.
And see, and while you're picking me up, we can make a very quick stop to Clobber and Comics because I kind of almost live across the street from my comic book store where I work. So we'll make a quick jaunt around there. Then we can go to Louisville.
Yes.
And if anybody wants to take a really long road trip,
we're
I will
coming
meet
to
you at
Winnipeg.
an undisclosed location that is unmanned by any.
Why don't we just
border
raise the
patrol.
funds to fly you in?
So we need to fly Willow in. Let's fly
we
her
can
in.
do that.
Raise
Willow
the
did
funds.
Willow, I planted
if
a
you
couple
want
of gates.
to see
you know,
Willow in
for
the same room as
stuff.
us, contribute. Because you do. That would be magic.
Yes, it would.
There's a lot going on here. We need to keep the lights on, so feel free to buy us a coffee, why don't you?
Yep. So, George, what do you got for us? You got a taste test? You got some new loot? You got Willet cereal? What do you got?
I have some new loot here. Let me put down my darling Caroline here.
So cute.
It's a fur baby alert, folks.
Well, she loves being on camera. She's a bit of a camera hog. So anytime I do my show and she's around, she wants me to pick her up and put her on camera. So
I love furry co-stars.
Now, for those of you who are just now tuning in, this is kind of how the show goes. This show is an adventure about the things that we have discovered, the things that we love, and we want to share with you and take you on our hero's journey to expose you to cool stuff that you might not be aware of, like Ryan, Hero at Large, and Three's Company, starring John Ritter. And one of our audience members says in the comments that it's so awesome. Where'd it go? So Audrey Cavett says, so awesome you sharing John's story, talking about John Ritter and working with Amy to raise money and awareness. It's so cool. And she agrees that Nutter Butter Bites definitely does cereal. Absolutely.
It's a good snack, too.
By the way, I do want to share real quick while you're sharing that comment. Our fundraising link is open now. So if you go to www.themultiversefundraiser.com, you can donate right now. And every donation gets you into our sweepstakes, which we have some really cool prizes. So you definitely want to check that out. You definitely want to donate because, we're starting to, we have a Just Giving link. So the money goes directly to the John Ritter Foundation. We don't touch the money.
There's no middleman.
There's no middleman. It goes directly to, it's a Just Giving link. But we do keep track of, or we do have a way for you to report that you're donating, so we can enter you into our sweepstakes, which we have been collecting prizes for a year. There's some really cool prizes, so please do go donate.
It's a great lineup. It's going to be a great show.
Keisha Acuff just added to the chat that she needs all of them, talking about your books that you picked up,
books.
Sarah. She wants all of them, so we need to find those for her as a baby gift.
Yeah.
Oh, and look here, Chico DeCoster is watching live. Chico is an not old. He is a longtime fan from the Tales of the Geek days, 11 years ago, 10 years ago, and he's watching from Las Vegas. Viva Nash Vegas.
Nice.
Good morning, Chico. Glad to have you with us.
Vegas,
all right.
baby. Vegas.
All right, George, what do you got for us this morning?
All right. Well, basically, of course, my new loot here. I shared a little bit of this on the Fanatic Forum last night here, but this was a big week for comics.
Wow.
And that's not all. I've got like about 8 or 9 more books I haven't read this week. So, but had a lot of stuff here that was really awesome. But there was one piece in particular that I had to share with you guys. And Willow and Dave, I know you all would certainly appreciate this.
I love it.
Nice.
The illustrated
that's on my list,
owl.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing that last night. It's on my list now. I want to get one of those.
Is that a Weird Al Yankovic?
Yep.
It is. There are multiple covers of this, but basically what this is this is the songs of Weird Al that artists have just taken and done their own thing with. So there's Yoda. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's an old school one. Nature Trail to Hell in 3D. Let's see here. There's like all these great songs here. Here's some white and nerdy.
Yes.
Let's see here. Oh, here you go. Dog Eat Dog off of.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah, the Talking Heads parody. Nice.
Yeah, they get a lot of some of the older songs like this is off of Midnight Star. So it's great. They're just. Yeah, but for Weird Al devotees, this is the ultimate thing. And there are multiple covers for this too. Like Mike and Laura Allred did a cover. I think they show it in here. Yeah. This was the A cover that Mike and Laura Allred.
I love that one.
Yeah. And so there's all these other different ones here too. This was cool. Jesse Phillips did this one here. That's neat. Yeah. So. But this one my comic shop ordered for me. Of course, what I look at. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's like I said, just it definitely celebrates all facets of Al's music, where there's like the big parodies or his style parodies or his original songs. But yeah, it's wonderful. And of course, on the heels of him releasing the Weird movie that's currently streaming on Roku right now, which if you guys haven't seen it, it is amazing. It is absolutely what you would want in a Weird Al biopic, because it's a parody of biopics, and there's not the only truth I think in the movie is that Weird Al was born.
Well, he also did record. He did record "Eat It" in a bus station bathroom.
Yes, yeah.
But Madonna has yet to confirm or deny that she dated Weird Al or is now running.
Or that she's a drug lord. Yeah.
Yeah. And have we seen Pablo Escobar in the last 20 years?
Fair.
So yeah, I understand.
That's another one on my list.
My favorite cameo was Emo Phillips as Salvador Dali.
Yes. I know. Yeah, that was inspired.
Yeah. One that I heard, but I haven't spotted yet, I need to go back and watch it again, is Elijah Wood as Phil Collins was apparently somewhere in the background. I've got to go and pick him out. Yeah.
I have not seen this movie yet, but I need to see it.
You need to. It is fantastic.
Yes.
It's on my list.
It is.
Ray Wilson was a wonderful Dr. Demento.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times already. So.
So the curious idealist, Angel Love, is eating chocolate marshmallow mateys, and her new loot is a new member of the Geek Club, her daughter, Gabriella Grace.
Oh, congratulations.
I love it when children come aboard the nerd train.
Chocolate
It's the
marshmallow
best
mateys.
train there is, Willow.
Chocolate marshmallow mateys. Is that a multi-meal cereal in the bag? I feel like it is.
I don't know.
Angel Love, you'll need to confirm or deny that.
You are raising your daughter nicely.
Yes.
Nicely.
Yes.
You could just pull a Grail Knight on it, Willow, and say, you have chosen wise. I mean, come on. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Well, speaking of Grail Knights, Ryan, have you seen The Green Knight?
The Green Knight.
It came out in theaters last year.
Sounds familiar.
Right as theaters were opening up from the pandemic.
It was pushed back a year.
Yeah, it's one of the most haunting movies I've ever seen, and I can't stop thinking about it a year later.
I'll have to look at that.
I don't know. I may have come across it. I don't remember.
It's about
2020. I mean, 2020. These last 3 years are a blur. Honestly, I don't remember anything. Someone asked me, like, "What did you do last night?" That was so long ago. I can't remember.
Johnny, here's a great comparison. Have you ever seen the old Sean Connery Sir Gawain and the Green Knight?
Yes. The sword and the sorcerer.
Long time ago. Yes.
It is bizarre. Sean Connery spins his sword around so fast it makes like a helicopter noise.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I love that.
Nice work, Sean.
I love that. Love that.
But the A24 Green Knight is amazing.
Yeah. So Willow, see, Ryan, this show is all for you.
I know. I'm so lost right
now.
now.
To stuff.
I honestly have no idea what's going on.
You missed this, so welcome. You are our
apparently I've been cryogenically frozen for 3 years. That's what's really been happening to me. And then Kelly,
that's what it feels like.
Kelly unhooked the hose and it's like, Ryan, we need you to moderate next year's panels. Can you do me a solid? I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Which obviously I'm happy to do because I get to sit down with Toy Man and the guy who designed the Titanic.
So we're gonna get to more of that in a minute. But Willow, do you got some new loot to share or something? A cereal taste test or a Willow cereal?
Actually,
you showed
we
this.
got we get to Ryan first?
But Churchill, Manitoba has lots of cool little animals that you can see. So cute. Yeah.
Is that where the polar bear from Lost came from? Okay.
Now, Dave, what did you ask about?
Well, I guess we get to Ryan first because he has to jump off in a couple of minutes.
Well, Ryan showed off some of his new loot. You got more?
No.
Okay.
It was just blurry photos off my phone, but I do need to jet here in less than 3 minutes. But all right, whatever.
Well, then Ryan, hop off. We love you for being here. Go check out the Green Knight. Go check out Three's Company. Go check out Hero at Large.
Wait. Where can we find Ryan?
I was going to say, don't we have a little thing called plug your stuff before you leave the room? Okay.
We don't need to know that.
Honestly, Johnny, whatever happens to an officer when he leaves the room? Puts his hands in his pockets. Sorry, that's a line from A Few Good Men. But anyway, which turns 30 next month, which we'll be celebrating too, Johnny. A Few Good Men. That's a great film.
Very nice.
So,
you know all of this stuff from 30 years ago.
Yeah, I do.
But you don't know anything in the last 2 years.
No, I don't.
He's catching up.
He's been cryogenically frozen. You heard him.
Kelly and the crew cryogenically froze me. So, Anyway.
Wait. Why am I involved in cryogenically
I don't know.
freezing
You're here. You're my best friend. You're one of my BFFs. So I figured, what the hey. You're an easy target,
what am
Kelly,
I,
no
chopped
offense.
liver?
No. Willow's my good friend too. We're all brothers and sisters here. We're all family. Isn't that what some dude said
I'm
on the
sorry
internet?
I abandoned you on another network.
No, it's fine.
And
You were
then
on my
she
show a couple
joined
weeks
you.
ago. She was on my show a couple weeks ago. Willow, you're always welcome to come back. So same to Kelly and anyone else in the studio. But anyway,
But where can we find you now? How can we follow,
Great
find,
question.
and support you?
That's a great question. So do yourselves a favor. If you want to know more about me and look at this ugly mug for more than just 2 consecutive seconds of your life, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RyanRPM5. Check us out at It's Nerd Culture. New videos are being posted each and every week. We got And I Quote on Saturdays, 12 p.m. EST. I interview fine-looking people such as Kelly, such as Willow, and some other folks here as well. So they're all welcome, by the way, just so you know. And Comic Books a New Class. That's once a month with Crayley Van Ness. One half of Being Sisters Cosplay, which her sister is here, known as Kelly. And that's where you can find me. So check all that stuff out. We got some great new videos playing the next couple of weeks to end the year on. So check us out. You're gonna like the way you look after listening or watching our videos. I guarantee it. And by the way, Johnny, all these titles you raffled off to me, movies, TV series, and all that, I think I got it. But just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening. Thanks for having me. You're all great.
We'll see you later, Ryan.
Bye,
Have a great rest of
Ryan.
the day.
Have a
See you,
good one,
bud.
guys.
Now, Dave, do you have anything new, insightful, or fun to share with us this morning?
Sure. I backed this as a Kickstarter like 2 years ago, and it finally got to me a few weeks ago. They Live, the board game.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Wow.
Have you
That was
played
Not
it
only
yet?
is it a fun board game with characters and all that kind of stuff, the dice say on some sides chew bubblegum, and on some kick ass,
Yeah.
depending on whether you're
Nice.
successful or you just stand around chewing bubblegum. And it comes with Hoffman lenses because some of the cards say different things when you read them.
Oh,
that is cool. And
The
by
other
the
thing I
way,
got,
Dave, I'm just noticing your shirt right now. It is
Yeah.
awesome.
Pee Wee Herman as a comic book.
Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman. You have a
Mr.
call at the
Herman.
front. Yeah.
The other thing I got that is really fun, and I pre-ordered this, I think earlier in the spring or something. It finally got to me about a week ago. A Marvel Anatomy illustrated,
Ooh.
big full-color glossy coffee table book sized. Like here is the Sandman, what he looks
that's
like
cool.
under the various layers, gives stats, amazing stuff.
That
Nice.
now that's not an official Marvel publication though, is it?
Because
You said it was Kickstarter.
Yeah, well, the same person who did this apparently also did one for DC several years back, which
That's
I had
awesome.
not heard of that one. But yeah, this one, it's a blast.
That's fantastic.
Nice.
All right, so adding to my Amazon Christmas list right now for the family. So They Live, the board game. You've played it already. You said it's a fun
I have
game.
not. I'll be playing
Okay.
it on Friday for the first time.
Now, is it going to be available at retail? Do you know?
I don't know. Not the big box retail. It's not going to show up at Walmart or Target or
Right.
something. But I suspect you could get it at various comic shops, game shops, things like that.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
I guess I will be calling game night when I'm off here to see if they
Mhm.
have a copy.
Yeah. I'm with you, Willow.
Yeah,
So-
Johnny, you know that I sometimes preach at comic book cons, sci-fi cons. The first time I ever gave a sermon on a movie, specifically a movie, it was They Live, because John Carpenter was
wow.
the guest of honor at that horror con where I was. And it's great because you learn the truth, and there's all this hidden things all around us. He found the glasses that let him see the truth at a church. It's just a blast. All kinds of parallels there. It's my favorite Carpenter film.
That's
Are you gonna
fantastic.
stand around and chew bubblegum with the devil? Or are you going to kick ass with the Lord?
I'm horrified and amused by that all at the same time. So, hey guys, I thought I'd do something really fun because I did the Nutter Butter Bits taste test. I found on grocery store shelves last week Nutty Buddy cereal.
Oh my
the
gosh.
Little Debbie's
Wow.
Nutty Buddy cereal. And by the way, the back of this cereal box is fantastic with games and trivia. Like, what tastes better, sticky notes or Nutty Buddy wafers? Anyway, a lot of fun stuff on the back of this cereal box. But I thought, I do a compare and contrast between Nutter Butter and Nutty Buddy. And also to get the taste of the Honey Nut Cheerios out of my nostrils. No. Mm-mm, no. No. No.
Uh-oh.
They will never be a sponsor. No. No.
It sucks because Nutty Buddies are really good, but not as a cereal. Apparently, it does not cereal.
Oh God. Oh, and the artificial chocolate flavor is coming back. Oh, it's not good. You guys,
What
that
if
is
you
not
just
good.
chopped up some Nutty Buddies or
That-
and just put them in milk?
We will try that. We
I
may
feel
try
like that would be better.
Yes.
So it sounds like it truly mimics the entire Little Debbie experience.
Oh?
Are you talking crap about Little Debbie?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
So All right. So in George's defense or Dave's defense,
what I do?
The only Little Debbie's snack cake that I find palatable at all is the oatmeal cream pies.
No fudge around?
And the fancy cakes.
Okay.
Everything else I think tastes a lot like moon pies in that it's like the leftovers from the candy factory that they use to make something else.
Dude, you have not clearly experienced the double fudge round.
No, oh yes, I have, but I don't think it's good. I'm not a Little Debbie's fan.
It is
You know
getting
they make double oatmeal cream pies too, right?
What's that?
You know they make double oatmeal cream pies
Oh
as
yeah,
well?
and those are delicious.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you on the oatmeal. Those are great, but yeah, I'm a fudge round devotee. So
And here's where this comes around full circle, because Sunday night, Willow and I were talking about the legends of the Tommyknockers on Cryptid Crunch.
Mhm.
And of course, Sarah, you showed off your cryptid baby books. The Tommyknockers, one of the legends, and we got a story from a guy who it was his job in the coal mines every week to buy oatmeal cream pies and throw them into the cave into the mine to satisfy the Tommyknockers, to keep the miners safe.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So
makes sense.
okay, so while everybody is on here, I got to share some cool stuff.
Yes.
Yesterday at Black Friday, half off at the Archives in Bowling Green, Kentucky, I got Frosted Flakes Pop with a T-shirt in a cereal box.
That's
Nice.
adorable.
We will be doing an unboxing on air later, and then my birthday is Wednesday. And
Happy early birthday.
well, thank you. And I got some great gifts already. But this one came from my good buddy, Blake Wilson, who he hears everything I say and he remembers. And he remembered me talking about how much I loved the Electric Company as a kid. And
That's so
he
sweet.
got me the complete series on DVD.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Hey, guys.
Man, that's a good friend. That is really thoughtful.
The whole thing
Wow.
Sweet.
from 1971 to 1974.
Yeah, that's a great box set, Johnny. I've got that.
And the best part is the Electric Company featured the first ever live action Spider-Man on television.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is now sort of canon because the Thanos copter that showed up in the Loki series
Was
showed up
in
in
Spider
a
Super
Spidey
Story.
Super Stories comic. Yes.
Yep. And then two last things. So last week was Gallatin Comic-Con, and I hosted the cosplay contest. And the vendor right across from my booth had a bunch of Marvel Legends retro figures. And I just had to pick up 2 pieces of my Spider-Man and his amazing friends
Yes.
collection.
There you
Now,
go.
all I need is Iceman. So
Gotta keep him in the freezer.
Wow.
George, I am on the hunt for the retro Marvel Legends Iceman. If you
Haven't
see
they
him,
already-
what's that?
They've already made him, right? He's
They
already
did.
been released.
They
Okay.
did, but he's been the hard one to find all of a sudden.
Huh.
He was a peg warmer, and I didn't want him until I got Firestar. Once I saw Firestar, then I was like, okay, now I need Spider-Man. Now I need Iceman. and of course, now I can't find Iceman anywhere. That's how my life goes.
There is a local toy shop here in E-Town. I will give them a look. They may have him.
Oh, and Dave made this great point about Tony the Tiger. The voice was Thurl Rogan
Yes.
Cross, who sang "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." So he went from "They're great" to "You're a mean one." Kind of the opposite ends of the spectrum
So
there.
you have to wonder what the Grinch did to him.
He yanked out Tony's teeth.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You may have done
The
something
Grinch
to
ate
his
his
frosted
I think
flakes.
now's a good time for me to show off my sort of Grinch, but nerdy shirt.
Okay.
Sweet. Let's see it.
I'm not jolly. And it's Darth Vader.
I
Nice.
love
All right.
that.
Good for you.
I figure it's after Thanksgiving. It's the holiday season now.
Yeah, it's the holiday season.
Hey, I had my first eggnog latte of the season, so
That sounds delicious.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
So, I like the taste of eggnog. I just can't get past the title of eggnog.
It sounds gross.
Yeah.
It's because it is.
Well, not if you think of eggs as making custard. I mean, you need eggs to make that
There you go.
custard on the stove.
Now,
right?
see, if they just call it boiled
And you think of
custard,
nog as a Ferengi.
I'm happy with
Yeah.
that.
Well, they do have boiled custard.
I know.
Yeah. There's
Isn't it
boiled
the same
custard
thing?
and there's eggnog.
No, it's different. It's different.
It's different. Yeah. Both terrible, but different.
No, George. Boiled custard is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, there's a whole thing where people debate which is better. You've got, team eggnog and team boiled custard.
that's the one thing that I won't miss about being about not being a barista anymore, is the squelching of the eggnog when you steam it.
Ooh, that sounds gross.
I would just rather drink house paint. So
Wow.
Or
Tell us how
latte.
you really feel, George.
Yeah.
my wife always jokes around because she loves eggnog and boiled custard, and she gets some for herself, and always teases me if I ever want to try some, and it's instant no from moi.
That's
I love it.
hysterical.
Well, good. Y'all can sit around and drink your boiled things and enjoy.
I mean, more for us.
That's
Now,
right. That's right.
I was this week old when I found out that you can use a raw egg to seal leaks in your car's transmission or radiator.
Wow. I bet that smells gross.
I feel like that. No, that. I think my husband would be cringing with what you said.
It seems like that
it
would
was
void the manufacturer's warranty.
Yeah. Look, it was spoiler alert. It was in the Christmas Story Christmas movie. And if it's in a movie, it has to be true, right?
No.
That
honey,
sounds like
no.
something Mythbuster needs to clarify.
I miss that show.
It will temporarily seal the leak in your radiator until the next stop.
Kind of makes sense.
You got free
It
breakfast.
starts as a liquid-ish or semi-solid, and then with the hot water, it kind of boils and becomes a solid. So it will.
I feel
more-
like
more
we need to
clog the
do a
leak than plug the
special
leak.
version of our own
Dave,
Mythbusters.
Oh, man.
would
Can
you
we do
volunteer
that?
to be our, scientist on this?
See,
Yeah.
Dave is kind
I
of
have to
thinking
eat an
through
egg.
this like I am. I mean, you heard him. It starts as a liquid, it
I
heats up,
think-
it becomes a solid, and it gelatinous solid that seals the holes, and then it will eventually burn off, right?
I think
Yeah,
we
well,
have a new
and
educational
technically,
show
you
on our
also can
hands there,
use,
Johnny.
I mean, we need to fill the gap left by Mythbusters. So let's do a back of the cereal box version of Mythbusters. I on board.
volunteer. Yeah, I'm on board.
Yes, do it. Do it.
I'm ready.
Well, wait, Dave, this is your show.
I
do
think
it.
Dave,
I'm
Dave,
drafting
Dave
you.
can be become
and
like
Sarah.
our adult supervisor on this.
Oh no. Dave,
Make sure we're
Well,
doing the
Well,
scientific.
I am
method.
older than all of you, I think.
but the rumors that you are
I'm no
an
longer
adult,
a rocket scientist. I'm no longer a rocket scientist. I'm past that. I'm a former teenage rocket scientist.
Okay,
worked
but
for NASA when I was a kidster.
listen
But
to him.
nowadays,
being
I only
all
work for the National Security
modest.
Agency.
Only.
Yeah,
Only.
that's it. Nowadays,
Only.
it's the National Security Agency is all I'm doing.
Only.
It still
Hey,
sounds like a flex.
But you
Dave-
still know the scientific method, so you could observe and make sure we observe the scientific method.
Look, you're
want this.
more qualified to be a scientist than Bill Nye. So
Bill
I mean,
Nye, yeah.
Speaking of working for the National Security Agency, can you get the file on my dad for me?
Oh
I
my
can either confirm
god.
it or not.
Anyway, so
There are things I can do, but there are things I won't do.
yeah, I see how you are. Anyway,
Well, I have the ability to do many things that I will not do.
Can you check and see if there's a file on any of us?
I probably can, but I won't.
Or he will, but he won't tell us.
That's it.
Or he already has, actually. I'll bet he already has.
well, I've done that on
Johnny, you talking about
Spokio.com.
this reminds me of the time that Jack O'Halloran was on one of mine. And I don't know if you all know, but so Jack O'Halloran, who was Nan from the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, his family has mafia ties. And he's written books about it. And so I knew this going into the interview, but I did not expect his interview to end with, or to go take the turn where at some point he started talking about his theory on who killed JFK.
Well, I can tell him who killed JFK because my father was in the inner circle of Jimmy Hoffa's inner circle, and 2 weeks before he died, he started spilling the tea on the JFK assassination and the Teamsters' involvement. And I mentioned that on air. This is not, I'm not exaggerating here. I mentioned this on air, and all of a sudden, 2 black unmarked SUVs started following me for 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm not joking about that.
No, you should look out the window right now, John.
They could be. I am going to write the book. I've got a list of the 4 shooters that were in Dallas. I've got their names, and know the guy who actually made the shot.
I'm serious. And you need to get in touch with Jack O'Halloran. Like, he's connected to me via LinkedIn. You should connect with him because so his dad also may have had some involvement.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Now, so you all, for those of you who are just tuning in and you're wondering what in the world is this show about? This show,
conspiracy theories.
Yes, this show, the conspiracy theory show.
This is like us getting together on a Saturday morning after a Friday night sleepover, sharing
talking about our favorite
stories.
movie that we saw in the theater.
That's right, sharing stories of our favorite movies, the stuff we got, for birthday presents or for at the comic book shop that week, or just BSing, shooting the breeze, and having a good time, and that's what this show is all about. Okay, so Dave, you also worked in the bioterrorism division for a while.
Oh boy,
there's some stories to be told there, but
so stories that he cannot tell. I'm sure,
I know,
right?
I know. That's
Dave, you are giving me an idea for a new art piece that I want to get commissioned.
A cryptid kill.
I think like a
Mothman baby.
Kill JFK. The
specialist team of a superhero team of cryptids. I think that would be an awesome idea for a poster.
Run with it.
Well, so my dad only started talking when he was the last surviving member of the inner circle.
Oh my gosh.
And when he knew that he was in his last couple of weeks.
So he had nothing left to lose, basically.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
Except for putting the rest of his family in danger by giving them the information, passing it on.
Well,
thanks, Dad.
Well, in danger with the federal government, maybe, but not with the rest of the Teamsters, because nobody.
So still concerned.
Anyway. So anyway, you guys who are in the audience wondering what this is all about, this is what we do every Saturday morning. We just get together and have fun, and it was born in 2020, this month, 2020, 2 years ago, after I learned how to survive COVID the hard way. I don't want to say that I was a COVID denier, but I had a healthy dose of skepticism about the threat of COVID until I got it. Now, I wore a mask. I stayed away from people. I did everything you're supposed to do, but I got it, and it almost killed me. I was in the hospital and the whole 9 yards. And when I came out of the hospital, the election had happened. We had a new president. Basically, I had a whole new perspective on my life. I was very active in politics up to then. I was very outspoken politically, socially, economically. And I just decided, you know what? It's time to eliminate all of that negativity out of my life. And I adopted the Rose Tico philosophy that we don't win by destroying what we hate. We win by celebrating what we love, saving what we love. And so when I was talking to a friend about, okay, how can Johnny continue to perform during, a pandemic when theaters are shut down and, nobody's going out? And he suggested, doing a new podcast on video with live streaming. And that was my buddy Jason Swank, who is the co-host of Rebel Force Radio. And he's actually the one who came up with the name Back of the Cereal Box, because he said, well, what would you do? I said, well, I would love to do a show where we do cereal taste testing, show off toys from the cereal box, and talk about cartoons and comics and all of that fun stuff. And then Lucas Leverett, who led the show, he came up with the logo, the Back of the Cereal Box logo, and I don't have it loaded. Logo. What's that?
A very nice logo.
Yeah, this one, yes.
Beautiful.
He created that for us, and the nutrition ad, which is this is what I hand out for business cards, by the way. But for the last 2 years, I've just celebrated the fun of the Saturdays of my youth, and it's really helped me survive adulthood today. And so for those of you who are watching us going, why is this guy in a pajama onesie? Why are they eating cereal as adults and talking about comics and cartoons? It's because it's the stuff we love. And, if we can help somebody else, this is my mission. If I can help somebody else escape the negativity and the toxicity of their life, if just for 1 hour a week, then I have fulfilled my purpose here on earth. And that's what this show is all about.
Good deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you, Johnny. 2 years ago, you were near death. 2 years ago, this month, I didn't know it, but that was my last a month with my wife. She died in December.
Sorry,
32 years together. So I still am probably the most experienced married person on the panel here as a bachelor. And but my philosophy has been the same. Instead of focusing and complaining on stuff that you don't like or isn't helping, just spend time with the people that you love. You never know when they're not going to be there.
Yeah.
That's true. Right. That's right. So for those of you who have been a part of this journey and continue to be a part of this journey, I want to just thank each and every one of you, not just you here on screen with me, but the people who have been a part of this as guests, as co-hosts who have come and gone, and for everybody who has tuned in to watch or listen and helped us grow and expand and continue to grow and expand. All of the co-hosts on the Cereal Box Network shows, Kelly, George, DL Memphis, who wasn't able to join us this morning, Crayley, Ryan, everybody involved,
Ivy.
Lauren, Ivy, just
Drew.
everyone who has been in and out. We really do. I appreciate you more than you can imagine. And so thank you for everyone being here.
Well, and thank you for inviting me to the party. I wouldn't have been here if it had not been for Dave, being the great meter of networker and whatever you want to call it there. Because I had a nearly 20-year career in media myself, working behind the scenes and in front of the camera in local television, and gave that up around the pandemic because I kind of saw some writing on the wall and it was time to get out. But just kind of doing things on my own, and basically Dave said, "Hey, you need to meet John. It's a crime you guys don't know each other." And there you go. A love affair began, and I became part of the Back of Cereal Box Network, and it's been great getting to meet you guys and making new friends, and yeah, it's been awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, as I was thinking about that, 2 years ago, this month, this day, the number one song in America was by, I guess it was the song "Mood" by 24 Golden. Does anyone know this song? It was the number one song.
Apparently, I didn't listen to music all throughout the COVID pandemic.
The only song that I listened to on repeat was that F2020 song.
I don't remember any music from 2020. TV, popular shows were Peaky Blinders,
Okay.
Blackish, Better Call Saul, and Stranger Things.
Okay.
Kids and
I saw one of those
teenagers.
shows.
What's that?
I saw one of those shows.
I've seen all of them except Better Call Saul, but kids and teenagers were watching Horrid Henry. I don't remember that show.
Nope.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yes, and The Loud House. I don't remember that one either. And popular toys at the moment included Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. You know, that makes me kind of sad a little bit.
Yeah.
And then 2020 at the movies. Of course, the movie industry was hit the hardest by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And movie theaters were temporarily closed in a lot of countries. And so the movies that did get released, not necessarily in the theater, Tenet did. Tenet was released, and I suspect, guys, that I got COVID watching Tenet.
Oh boy.
In the theater. That's where I suspect I got it.
Was it worth it? No. Sorry, that's a terrible question.
No, it wasn't.
Dark humor.
It was a good movie. Did anybody else see Tenet?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was a good movie, but yeah, it was not worth nearly dying for.
I'm sorry. That's
Well, you got an entropic disease, so there you go.
Yeah. And then that's funny. Bad Boys for Life, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Doolittle. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog released the week before March 14th. March 14th was the day that everything shut down nationwide. And Sonic had released the Friday before that to theaters. Luckily, drive-in theaters became a thing again. And we went and saw so many of these movies at the drive-in during the pandemic. And I fell in love with drive-ins all over again.
They're the best.
Yeah.
I hate that they are a dying breed.
Well, I was really hoping they would become more of a permanent fixture during the pandemic, but it didn't. So anyway.
But interestingly enough, what did become a permanent fixture is now basically movies being simultaneously released in theaters and on streaming. It's not every movie, but there's a large majority of them that are now. Mm-hmm. That stuck around.
And I know people have mixed feelings, but personally, I'm a fan. I love it. I know you don't agree, Johnny.
No, I don't. I hate watching movies at home.
Oh.
I hate watching anything at home.
You need a better
and-
TV.
Well, no, it's not the TV. I've got a 76-inch
Wow.
big screen with surround sound. But here's the thing: I am a movie fanatic. I am like hardcore
Yeah.
cinema fan, and I want an immersive experience. I don't want the dog barking to go out. I don't want my spouse asking me, why are we watching this? Or what's going on? Or I don't understand anything. Does anyone else want popcorn? Or,
You're in the wrong house.
Can you pause the movie so that I can go to the bathroom? No. Anyway, so I'm a theater guy. I want to see things in the theater.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm a firm believer, and there are films that are fine to view at home, and then there are films that say you need to watch me in a theater in an immersive experience.
Dune. You got to see Dune in the theater with all that sound stuff they got. That was
amazing.
Astounding.
Sorry, go ahead, George.
Oh, sorry. One that actually needs to be seen in theaters, it's in theaters right now, is Smile. That uses sound a lot for horror, for horror movie fans. First off, that movie is incredible. And second off, it uses a lot of sound. And so if you're in like a really good theater that, has like the 4K sound all around there, that adds to it. So
Ready Player One is also a movie that you have to see in the theater because of all the little Easter eggs that are in there. The car scene at the race, you see all the really cool nerd cars. Pristine's in there, the 66 Batmobile, and
motorcycle.
Yeah.
Now, George, Dave just says check out George's Movie Meltdown podcast. Is this another project that you have going on?
No, this is my friend Brian Renfro's podcast, Movie Meltdown, that I guest star on a regular basis.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, especially when we're talking about superhero movies. We've also done some on the summer of '82, which is a very infamous year in movies. And we've discovered, talk about like soundtracks and, favorite songs that end movies. So I get on there all the time with Brian. Check out Movie Meltdown, where you listen to podcasts.
Awesome. So with that, we are almost at 2 hours. So we're going to start wrapping it up here. I thank you guys for joining me on this journey this morning. And next week, we start doing cereal reviews of the Christmas cereals.
Oh,
interesting.
There's Sugar Cookie Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yum.
Elf on the Shelf.
I'll see if I can find it.
Captain Crunch Christmas Crunch.
I've seen that.
I know I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
So, George, tell everybody where they can follow, find, and support you.
You can watch the Fanatic Forum every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We go live, talk about comic books each week, new releases. We talk movies, wrestling, TV, all kinds of fun geek stuff here. Very much like on Back in the Cereal Box.
But on Friday night.
But on Friday night, yes. I am on Facebook. You can find me at George the Fanatic, or I'm also on YouTube at Fanatic Forum. So tune in, share, like, comment, join the party.
Excellent. Kelly, where can people follow, find, and support you?
www.kellygentner.com. That's GUENTNER. Otherwise, Phoenix Sisters cosplay pretty much everywhere. Also, Cosplay Cafe on all social media.
Awesome.
Yep. Pick your poison.
Awesome. Dave, where can people follow, find, and support you?
Well, with my government cybersecurity job, I'm already watching you, so you don't have to worry about that. But my website, davemadley.net. I'm active on Facebook, a little bit on Twitter. I'm on Clubhouse every morning as well. That's how I first met Ryan.
That's fantastic. Follow Dave. And Willow, how can people follow, find, and support you?
You can find me all over social media. Just Google it. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Wait a minute. Did Willow just invite our audience to Google her? What?
I've been around social media for way too long, and it's funny how at one point I used to be against social media.
I see what you did there, Johnny.
I just tore my ear off. Oh, wow, that hurt. So, Sarah, where can people follow, find, and support you?
Yes, so authorSarahJenkins.com, author Sarah Jenkins on Instagram and Facebook. I'm also on Twitter, and my show Coffee and Words is on YouTube. A new episode just dropped last night. It was a little late for the holidays, but if you like artistic and creative things and you want to hear from writers, actors, directors, entrepreneurs, all kinds of really cool people, then I sit down and chat with super awesome people. So
that is awesome. Well, everybody, thank you once again for being on the show. You can follow, find, and support me at johnpyka.com. And if you like the show, make sure you contribute at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. It's here somewhere. Where'd it go? Right there it is. And, donate 1, 2, 3 bowls of cereal. Heck, buy us a whole box. And if you hate the show, donate even more generously to help us improve it. And our theme song was brought to you today by Four Bad Crows. Get their album from the Four Bad Crows album from the Murdering Crows on iTunes or wherever you buy digital music. And so that's it, guys and gals. Thanks for tuning in, and like, share, comment, whatever platform you're watching this on, subscribe, and press the notification button so you never miss another moment. And until the next time, love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the back of the cereal box.
See you, folks.